I think Tank wins in the rematch.
Why?
I think he'll make the right adjustments and he won't take too long to.
Because he took a knee like a timeout kind of thing, and walked to his corner to wipe his face. That's unheard of and never seen before. There's no way that's legal in boxing. It shouldn't.
Gervonta Davis and Bill Haney had a heated argument on social media moments ago, stirring up drama in the boxing world during a live interview. Bill Haney issued a brutal warning to Gervonta Davis, pointing fingers at the integrity of his latest fight. Haney tweeted, "That's crazy because I heard real ones helped you and you did weird." Fans think this is a direct accusation that Tank was favored by the judges in his bout against Lamont Roach. The tension between both sides is rising fast, and this public clash has left fans questioning what really happened in that ring in response. To Bill Haney's sharp accusation, Gervonta Davis hit back on social media saying, "I've done helped a lot of weird." His reply adds more fuel to their ongoing feud, showing that Tank isn't backing down from Haney's claims and is ready to defend his name. Bill Haney's remarks implied more than just a casual jab. They pointed to a larger issue within the sport, when he referenced real ones helping Gervonta Davis and accused him of doing weird shit. The implication was that Davis has benefited from behind-the-scenes favoritism, rather than simply winning victories through pure skill. These comments raised the question of whether Gervont's recent wins, especially against Lamont Roach, were truly reflective of his performance or influenced by biased decision-making. Haney's words added fuel to the ongoing talk about the integrity of judging in high-profile fights and the role of influence within boxing circles. If you likes this, please subscribe, Fight File, and click the bell icon for more new boxing updates.
Been told y'all Gervonta Tank Davis isn't a prize fighter. I know a lot of you guys say, well, he doesn't fight for belts, he doesn't fight for legacy, he fights for money. He's a prize fighter, Jerry. And I'm going to assume a prize fighter is a guy who is solely making fights based off of cash reward. He'd rather fight a bum for 50 million than fight a guy who's experienced for 10 million. That is what a prize fighter would be. Actual definition, a professional boxer who competes in matches for money prizes. So let's take a look at it. Turki Al-Sheikh has declared he wants to make Tank versus Shakur. He says, my plan for Shakur is this fight. He's referring to Floyd Schofield, then William Zepeda, and then let's see if Tank wants to be in our show. Tank's not going to fight Shakur. He's not going to fight him in Saudi Arabia. So now that we've established Tank isn't a prize fighter, because if he were a lot different, then we must ask, what is Tank's goal in boxing? I'll tell you right now, it's easy money. Tank is the type of guy, he'd rather fight, let's say, 4 Lamont Roaches for 20 million than fight 1 Shakur Stevenson for 80 million, which is fine. But I'm tired of people saying, oh, he's a prize fighter. That's why he's not taking these fights. He's not a prize fighter. The biggest money fights is Haney, Ryan, Tio, Shakur, and Loma. He's not even going to take half of those fights. So please, guys, all my Tank fans, all my guys who claim Tank is a prize fighter, that's why he's not fighting for the belts, please stop it. This guy's not a legacy fighter. He's not a prize fighter. He's just a guy who enjoys easy paydays. And like I said, there's nothing wrong with that. Just stop misleading people with.
During a tense live interview, Bill Haney openly criticized Gervonta Davis for allegedly dismissing his veteran coach, Calvin Ford, saying this move led to a drop in Davis's ring performance. Haney emphasized that Ford's guidance had been a crucial part of Davis's growth, and questioned why someone would sever ties with a figure so instrumental to their rise. This argument was tied directly to Davis's contested performance against Lamont Roach, which many analysts felt lacked the sharpness and dominance seen in his earlier fights. According to Haney, removing Ford disrupted Davis's rhythm and may have cost him focus in the ring.
They won't cover the fact of the Live podcast will not cover the fact that Calvin and Kenny they got fired. Now, if Devin fired me, it would be, well, they got fired.
Oh, that's some. I didn't know that was real. I thought that was some cat.
They're trying to be quiet. Man, they done got fired, man. Them people that got fired, man. They hoping they get hired. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, they try to get.
Man, Calvin came in on there with them. He had them GTD fur shorts, with them GTD leggings, with that GTD Kango cap, with that GTD glasses, GTD shirt. Man, guess what? The man gave him a hug, man, and left him in the hallway. And everybody want to act like that they're not really. See, they keep that magnifying glass on us, and
Bill Haney's frustrations with Gervonta Davis stretch beyond individual matches. He has continuously accused Davis and his team of avoiding legitimate challenges, especially a matchup with Devin Haney. Bill thinks that his son, with his superior boxing IQ and technical precision, is a stylistic nightmare for Tank. According to Bill, this is exactly why the fight hasn't materialized. He asserts that Davis prefers opponents who pose less strategic risk, choosing pathways that keep his undefeated record while maximizing profit. This criticism questions Davis's desire to face the best in his division and risks painting him as a boxer avoiding true tests in addition to technical and managerial criticisms. Bill Haney addressed Gervonta Davis's public persona, especially his behavior on social media.
Yes.
Okay. Tank is a beast.
Tank is a beast.
Tank is a beast. He's undefeated.
Yes.
I mean, I've interviewed him a while back. I mean, people have compared him to a young Mike Tyson multiple times. What do you think your son does better than Tank?
Box. He can outbox anybody. When Devin is being Devin, the Devin I know, he can outbox anybody on the planet. We have that kind of skill set. I think that matched up against Tank Davis, that was a fight that we've always liked. We've always fancied our chances. And that's the part of the business. That's the part of boxing, as having two sides, having that ultimate dance partner, right? And Tank and his team, they can't be both. They can't be Tank and be the... so they've said a lot of things, but the one thing that they haven't said is that they wanted to fight Devin.
Right, so that's not going to happen.
Not
in terms
next.
of anything that you've seen.
Not next, definitely not.
He urged Davis to step away from impulsive tweets and act with greater professionalism if he truly intends to engage in serious talks for a bout against Devin Haney. Bill highlighted that boxing at this level includes careful branding and business acumen, noting that Devin brings commercial value to every fight he takes. The message was clear. Real fighters don't settle scores online. They do it in the ring, backed by proper marketing and mutual respect among camps.
Saying Tank doesn't want any of it. Why is that? I know you can't give him...
Man, get off of Twitter, man, and knock it off, man. If you the face of boxing, then send over something, man. You know what I'm saying? Something respectful, like you're really trying to do this shit. Because every fighter that Devin gets paid, man, the most money, man. Knock it off, man. That's bunk business, man. You know what I'm saying? Listen, we don't need you. Let the welfare feed you for real. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, for real. Because that's where you're going to be at in the welfare line. You keep shitting on the people, giving them the fake fights, talking about that we didn't charge $57. Listen, we going to give you the best fights, and we going to get all the people in there, you know what I'm saying, because that's what we do. And we pay the fighters. We give the fans an opportunity to come in. That's that old bullshit-ass business model that you're going to charge the fans for some bullshit fights, and that you the face of boxing because you just keep shoving it down their throat, man. The Mayweather era, that's over with, man. It's the Devin Haney era. That Mayweather shit is over with, man. You hear me? Over with. Floyd ain't never did what Devin did at 25. Tank ain't did it, nobody else ain't did it.
Olympic silver medalist Gervonta Davis gave a balanced take on the possibility of a rematch between Gervonta Davis and Lamont Roach. He acknowledged that while Davis remains a formidable talent, his recent performances show a loss of passion for the sport. This perceived decline could be a vulnerability that Roach, known for his heart and resilience, might abuse. Keishon's viewpoint introduces a compelling dynamic where one fighter fueled by hunger and ambition could possibly overpower another struggling with motivation. It shifts the narrative from mere athletic ability to psychological readiness and long-term dedication to boxing.
Which version he shows up with, and no disrespect to Roach, but you know what I mean.
No, that is disrespectful to Roach, and like y'all fight fans gotta realize that is disrespectful. You know what I'm saying? Like, he in there fighting another grown man that ain't going for none of that shit. You know what I'm saying? And you don't think Roach is gonna come with another game plan or something better or this, that, and third? So when they have a rematch, are y'all still gonna say, oh, Take's still not his full self ever since he fought whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, like Roach is a hell of a fighter. He proved he was a hell of a fighter, so he need to get that credit. He's a hell of a fighter. I don't know who's gonna win that rematch. I honestly feel like Tank is, or he lost the love for the sport and he's no longer hungry anymore.
Well, that's what I was getting at.
Yet you got a guy that's just super hungry and never had no attention, now getting all his attention, and now he get around two of his attention. Is like, shit, that's kind of hard to beat. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, Tank is he's still a great fighter. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying. It's 50-50. And to your point, we were saying, okay, he lost love of the sport. I don't really think
The first bout between Gervonta Davis and Lamont Roach did not end without dispute. Observers from across the boxing world questioned various choices made during the fight, most notably an incident in the 9th round. Critics argued that Davis's actions, especially taking a knee, should have been ruled as a knockdown. Referee Steve Willis's choice not to give that call became a focal point of debate. The incident sparked discussions on how high-profile fighters are sometimes given the benefit of the doubt and whether such moments show cracks in the integrity of officiating at elite levels of boxing.
And should it have been a disqualification?
Look, it could have easily been a disqualification too, or a referee stops contest. Because look, there's no way a fighter could take a timeout and go get his, during the round. There's no way a fighter could say, okay, timeout, because he took a knee like a timeout kind of thing, and walk to his corner to wipe his face. That's fucking unheard of and never seen before. There's no way that's legal in boxing. It shouldn't have. When a fighter, we just seen it recently with Espinosa and Rubesis. Rubesis got hit with the right hand, and then he walks back and walks away. And the red right away wiped it up.
That happened with Lara versus Angulo.
Exactly. It's over. It's over. So Tank, hey, to his corner. I'm actually, surprised that the ref didn't call it a knockdown, because he's a really good ref.
Willis is a really good ref.
Willis is a great ref, one of the best in boxing right now, and that was a big mistake. He should have counted as a knockdown. Like I told you, I wouldn't have been surprised if when he walked away, if he would have just waved it up, because that's walking away from the fight. Because of the odds, okay, well, during the break, tell the corners to wipe it up. You can't do that when the fight's going on. There's no way, nothing. You can't do that when the fight's going on. You can't time out, take a knee, and walk away. There's just no way. But it is boxing, and a lot of...
That's it for today's movie. Stay tuned until next time.